Activision devs do not play their own game. It's not your dad. Your dad doesn't support you.
You should know. You worked at a coffee shop, you stupid bitch.
My name is Casey, and absolutely not fucking Tanner, because my parents don't hate me that much.
Hey, did they have just 8 patches lined up, but they just didn't release them because they were on break? No, you moron kids.
Then we'll, of course, get into it. Change your fucking name and get scammed. He's feeling under the weather.
I probably won't say another word until Stay Humble, so have a good pod, Raz. I'll be here listening.
Got it. Ooh, we are live. Welcome, boys and girls, to the Dropshot Call of Duty podcast, episode number 251.
Supposedly.
My name is Casey, also known as Razinon. I am joined, as always, by my tiny little buddy Tanner, with the same hat. Tanner, how's it going?
Better than yours.
It's not. And
I'm doing great. I had an excellent craft burger for dinner last night, so I'm doing great.
Oh, did you? What kind of burger? Tell me about it. Tell me about that thing.
I got the classic with, I added grilled onions. I know you don't like onions, but oh my God, man.
They grilled
onions can be dog shit. Theirs were not dog shit. Oh my God. It took it to another level. Chris, have you still not tried Kraft, by the way? It is out of this world. It's insane.
Did you get the fries extra crispy?
Extra crispy as always, yeah. They give you a lot of fries, too. They give you a whole lot of fries.
Amount of fries.
But,
yeah,
oh
it's
my
enough.
God, it was so good, man.
That place is insane.
I can't believe how good it is. And it's unfortunate because it's a dog shit area. They're going to go out of business like the last place that was there, the last burger place.
You think so?
I really do. It's a horrible location. You don't see it from the street. There's no big signs. It's really unfortunate. The only thing that would save them is if they sponsor us. So we should send them an email.
I would love to be sponsored by Kraft. That place it's literally the best fast food burger I've ever had. Like, easily.
Yeah.
Every single time I've gotten their burger, I've been like, oh my God, it's so good.
I did that thing you did yesterday when I got it with the onions. I took a bite and I was just like, no fucking way, man. This isn't fair. It's not fair how good this burger is.
Getting actually mad. First time I ate it, I took a bite and I scowled at it. I was like, dude, come on. There's no way it's this good. What? I was fucking mad. It was so good, dude.
God damn it, man.
And I still get pissed off when I eat it. That's how good it is. It makes me angry. It's like, why doesn't everyone make them this way? It's just so much better. Kraft just moves diffy. But anyway. And it's CRFT. You guys can look for an establishment named CRFT in your area. You probably don't have it, though.
You don't have one, so get fucked, kids. Yeah.
So get fucked, plus you'll never experience the true best fast food burger on earth. It's not In-N-Out. It's CRFT. Change it.
You can't compare them, though. You could get 4 double-doubles for the price of a cheeseburger from Kraft, too. So.
Yeah, it's
insanely overpriced, but
it's Five Guys price.
It's Five Guys pricing, but tastes so much better than Five Guys.
5 times better. Yeah, absolutely. So welcome to the program. Today, we are not talking about burgers. Well, in some sense we are, because Ted probably is going to come up, but we're going to be talking about Call of Duty. And if you are a new listener, we timestamp the episodes so you can skip to whatever section you want to listen to, just so you know. So go check the description or the show notes or whatever. So we actually have things to talk about today. Very super excited to get into those things. There was a patch that had some substance, but far more interestingly than that, we have some more news on the upcoming video games. Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2, DMZ, sorta.
Ooh, yeah.
Things of that nature that were not released by Activision, smile. But we'll get into it. There's actually a lot to talk about, and I'm very excited to get into it. Before that, a couple of announcements. First, welcome to our new gold patrons, Jared C. Welcome, buddy. It's a name. It's fake, and welcome aboard. I appreciate it.
Classic 23-year-old white name.
That's a guy. Yeah, that's a guy's name. Yeah, for sure. So Jared, welcome. Trevor D as well, joining the Patreon. Your last name's fake.
Also
and I don't know what your
name.
profile picture is, by the way.
Let's see.
Just to be super clear about that.
It's a
no
child.
idea what it is.
It's like
change it.
He took a picture of a picture, I think is what it looks like. He took a picture of a child.
Yeah, and I don't like.
Maybe it's like a baby picture of him that he took a picture of.
Don't care and don't like it, and don't want.
Yeah.
It. So change that and your last name, Trevor. But welcome aboard, buddy.
Trevor
also,
Ford.
We have Tom B, aka the Lanky Soldier.
Don't give us an AKA,
no.
man.
Don't say AKA the Lanky Soldier. Yeah, don't do that. Don't say AKA, and then also don't have the AKA be the Lanky Soldier. We can't be doing that.
Yeah.
We got to just leave it at Tom B. That's all. That's all it is. And then you have, I don't know. Fucking
what is
Shiva
that image?
As your avatar.
What is that?
I don't know what it is. It's some guy
I
with
feel like I've
8
seen
arms.
that somewhere.
I haven't. And I wish I hadn't seen it today. In fact.
What is that image, man? I feel like it's like a political type little thing.
That looks like, not to me, maybe. I don't know. I've never seen it. Whatever it is, change that too and your name. But also, welcome aboard, buddy. Much appreciated. Also, more importantly, the following people are more important than the last 3. So thanks, guys. And that's great. But better than you, welcome our new platinum patrons, Austin W. Let's absolutely fucking go. We got a little fucking go-kart.
Yeah, what
Formula
is that?
1 car.
It doesn't. It looks bigger than a go-kart. It looks bigger than a go-kart, but it looks like it's on dirt. So I don't know what else that would be.
But it's also fucking slammed to the ground. It doesn't look like a dirt vehicle, but it does look like it's on dirt. I don't know what's going on. I think he took his go-kart to the off-roading sandlot or something. I don't know.
Sandlot, huh? Nice, man.
Looks like a sandlot, right? There's sand.
Sure.
It's a lot full of sand.
Sure, man.
Shout out to this. Sandlot's a fine movie, by the way. It's not as good as everyone says it is. Movie's fine.
Okay.
You guys really liked it because you watched it 100 times in elementary school when the publicly funded teachers who, quote unquote, taught you, who are also entirely overpaid, put it on the VHS tape on the TV that you fucking roll out in front of the kids because you're too busy to do your job or something, I guess. That's why you all like Sandlot. The movie's fun. It's not bad. It's just not great.
I never watched Sandlot at school. I watched Passion of the Christ at school, though.
Well, you went to a private school, and that's very interesting that you watched Passion of the
tears
Christ.
streaming down their face. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard it was fairly violent. Very interesting.
It was up there. It was a dog shit boring movie, of course, but yeah.
Of course it was boring, yeah. Mel Gibson likes violent movies, though, so.
Mel Gibson is an insane person as well.
I mean, he couldn't torture a real Jew and film it, so he did the next best thing, which is make a movie about it.
Yeah, remember how much drama surrounded that movie when it came out? Maybe it didn't for you, but like for me at a private school, it's like that's all everyone talked about. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
No, it was very hot topic, but some people said it was good. I don't know. Anyway, Austin W, figure out the right vehicle to use. Also, welcome aboard, buddy. Also, Vanguard Enjoyer. Welcome, our new platinum patron.
I wish you skipped his name.
I mean, I wish I could enjoy Vanguard. This person enjoys everything. They can really suck the marrow out of life. They can find the joy in everything. This guy meditates at the airport. That's the kind of, this guy sees the good in everything. Yeah. He's a silver lining type of guy. If you're a Vanguard enjoyer. So I'm happy for you, honestly, and welcome, but I just can't. Yeah,
I can't imagine being that happy and optimistic.
I can't.
Yeah.
No, I can't. The level of contentment is just
disgusting.
Off the charts. Yeah. Maybe he's a Buddhist or something. Just super super in touch with himself or something. Anyway, welcome, buddy. Appreciate it. Also, we have some upgraders. Horg O upgrading from gold to platinum. Use a normal O next time. And I don't know what that currency is also.
Yeah, use a different currency.
Yeah, I have to look up
Swede?
what
is he?
NOK 90. I don't know what NOK is.
Is that?
I simply don't know.
Oh, he's Norwegian. Yeah, it's a krone.
Norwegian krone. Okay, got it. Norwegian
Change your currency.
krone.
Change your government currency.
Change your currency. Overthrow your government. Change your last name so that all the characters are ones I know. And welcome, buddy. Thanks for the upgrade, King. And Shady Warrior also upgraded from gold to platinum. Very kind of you, sir. Change it also. I'll say that again in case I didn't say it last time, which I certainly did. Very much appreciated. And again, change it. Now, before we get into the program, a couple of announcements. Speaking of the Patreon, Tanner and I had an epiphany. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I had an epiphany. Me. And then I shared it with Tanner. And then he was like, wow, you're right. That's a great idea.
I was pissed, yeah.
Frankly, we were both pissed that
I was
we had
punching drywall.
We had not thought of this idea sooner, but we will be announcing soon something for all patrons that you are going to very much enjoy. We are not going to release any details at this time, but it is going to be a benefit for all patrons, and it will be in effect relatively soon. What'll that be? Well, I do, but you won't know because we're not announcing it yet.
We'll announce it first on the Damascus behind the scenes, I think.
That is correct. So we will leak it on the behind the scenes Patreon episode when we do that for this month.
Which is going to be a banger one, by the way. A lot of shit to talk about.
A lot of things behind these tiny little scenes. Yeah. So a lot to talk about there, and that'll be coming probably next week at some point. And I'm very excited for this thing we're going to do for all patrons. So
we're so dumb.
We'll talk about it more when we announce it and in the behind the scenes episode, but it's going to be, you guys are going to really like it. It's going to benefit pretty much any patron, which is why we're offering it to all of you, and keep your eyes peeled for that. And so if you've been thinking about joining the Patreon, now would be a good time to do it. I would expect this change to be in effect starting September, but
probably
that's not
September
finalized,
1st, yeah.
But probably that. Yeah. So we'll let you guys know on that. And then last thing, Tanner, tell us about it.
This Friday, well, I guess tomorrow if you're here live, today if you're listening to this on an app on a Friday. Friday the 5th at 6 p.m. Pacific, we're going to do a little hangout stream. It's going to be a just chatting stream. A lot of streamers do this and actually pull more viewers than when they're doing gameplay or something. It's real engaging. It's fun. Don't know what we're going to do. I don't really know. Maybe we'll just hang out. You guys can talk. We
have no plan.
It could lead to us watching dumb YouTube videos that you guys think are funny and they're probably not funny, and then we'll make fun of you and then ban you from chat. I don't really know, but we're going to do something. We're kind of just going to start streaming and just hang out and vibe and go from there. So if you guys want to do that, let's just delete that message in chat real quick. Yeah, I don't really know what we're going to do, but we're not watching Nick Merck's videos. I do know that. So yeah, come hang out. It should be fun. I don't know who's streaming it, me or Raz, but it'll be on the dropshot.com/live.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. The dropshot.com/live. Friday evening, 6 p.m. Pacific time. We're not going to do, we have no plan. It's going to be a just chatting stream.
You are required to take at least one shot, though, before you come into chat.
That's correct. If you've ever been at the dropshot.com/live for a pre-show kind of vibe sesh like we do before every episode, it's going to be like that, but longer. So I'm excited for that. We have kind of been wanting to get live more, stream more. And this is a fun way. And another thing too that's cool about just chatting streams, we can actually like reply to you guys. Because if we're recording a podcast and someone like asks a question, you know, usually Tanner will type out an answer for you, but some things get missed, and with a just chatting stream, we're going to be like super interactive with chat. So I'm excited for that. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. And that is it. So that's all, folks. We got a big, juicy ep incoming. If you're listening for the jingle,
I guess you're pressing it now.
I guess. Yeah.
I'll play it too.
Play it also. Play it.
Oh, I hate the sound. Sorry, you guys had to listen to that. That was terrible.
I cut mine off.
Okay, well, okay, here's the jingle then. You're so dumb.
Yes?
A little bit. Stop, dude. I don't like how that sounds.
Sounds terrible, yeah. Welcome to broadcast.
Oh, I sucked my,
a lot of items.
My ice down, man.
To discuss. First of all, we got a patch for Warzone yesterday, August 3rd. In it were some bug fixes and some weapon balancing changes. So, fixed an issue that caused players to receive damage when entering the gas due to a minor delay in the gas mask animation. Okay, so I don't know what this means yet, but it seems like the delay before you put on the gas mask is fine, and the little amount of damage you take is like fine. And how are they fixing this? Because what if I ADS and walk into the gas? I'm afraid they're going to break it again. I don't know. I haven't played since yesterday, since this bug fix, but hopefully it's fine. But yeah, some people were bitching about this.
There was a lot of gas mask bugs going around, supposedly. I don't know. I don't ride the gas usually. Yeah. So I don't usually notice that thing. But there was also, I think, people's gas mask just wouldn't put on. Like, it's when that setting came in, that's when it got screwed up. It's like some people's gas mask wouldn't just automatically go on, and they would just be in the gas dying even though they had a full gas mask. So there was a lot of issues with it. Supposedly that's fixed now. I think they worded it a little weird on here though. I don't know, but there was more than just a slight delay from what I saw. Like people were just sitting in the gas with the gas mask and dying without it.
Oh, so. By the way, another announcement. There is an insane clip in Dropshot clips in our Discord of me cheating at the video game. I hit like 8 I was like 5.
I cheated, man.
Of snipes in a row on a roof when Tanner and I played duos a couple days ago. You should watch it because it was a clinic. Duos Demons, yeah. Join the Discord, obviously. Go to Dropshot clips. I think Lag Show posted it. The clip of my broadcast, and I just fucked everyone up with that thing. So there's another announcement. Also, that, next bug fix. You're welcome.
That out.
Fixed an issue that caused the incorrect amount of armor to be applied when equipping or picking up tempered or specialist. This was very fucking annoying. You would get your like second loadie, and if you were using tempered, you would have like 1.5 tempered plates. It was very cringe. That is now fixed, which is good. Fixed an issue that caused an unintentional lighting change on Caldera. Good if true. And that is that. So now we got some weapon balance. The Vargo S barrel had its muzzle velocity increased by 35%. The NZ was again nerfed. Sounds like a lot, honestly. KG was nerfed a fair amount as well. Based on these notes, I would say the KG is just better than the NZ now, but...
Oh, I forgot the KG was even nerfed. I was using it again last night. It felt no different prior than how it did prior to this.
Yeah, the KG nerf is a lot less substantial than the NZ nerf.
There's still no better long-range gun right now than the KG.
And it seems like KG is still going to just be the one to use. The Volk was changed, but it's still probably not worth using as a primary. Definitely not worth using as a primary. As a sniper support, it kind of fucks though, but yeah. The kilo was nerfed, which is absolutely fucking hilarious. Minimum damage 22 instead of 23. That's the stat that matters.
Let's read
ARs.
what they wrote about it here. Let's read this, man.
Okay.
Well, we're thrilled to see the, and they put in quotes, return of the king. Yikes. We've seen a high jump in KD, particularly in the higher skilled brackets on the smaller maps. This is due to the relative ease of recoil the Kilo enables. It, by the way, more recoil than any Vanguard AR, so shut the fuck up. Well, we like its handling where it is. As with the KGM40, we'll be addressing its damage profile downward a bit. This is insanity. It's such a bad gun. I guess that was fine on the smaller maps.
Yeah, maybe for the smaller maps this makes sense, but for Caldera, it's like,
I can't. And you saw a high jump in KD because before, only the worst players in the game were using it. Brand new dog shit players who didn't know what they were doing were using it. That's why it jumped, so it got buffed, so now normal players were using it. So it's not like everyone all of a sudden got better. It's just different players were using it. It doesn't mean the gun's like any better. So this is just, don't say the return of the king, and don't say the ease of recoil when it has more recoil than a KG or an NZ or a Cooper.
That probably
or an
is
auto.
what happened.
Fuck you.
People that like actually read notes were like, oh, I should try the Kilo again, and that's why its KD shot up, is not because the gun got that much better. It's because like good players who already are going to have high KDs no matter what actually started using it. You're probably right. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not like those other guys got better with it all of a sudden.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's hilarious. So anyway, I mean, this is our, bi-weekly announcement. Don't use the fucking Kilo. So there you go. SMGs, the Arma Guerra, the war gun, as they say in España, where I'm from. I'm not from España, by the way. Never been. I'd like to go.
Yeah, I'd like to go there
Running
too.
with the bulls is kind of weird. It was nerfed. Sounds like a fair amount. So cool. Marco, very, very slightly nerfed. Probably imperceptibly nerfed. Unless vertical recoil increased is one of the things it did. Unless it's a fuck ton, then you won't even notice that change. Blixen nerfed. Pistol changes, I refuse to read them because they don't matter. Whitley buffed. Whitley buffed kind of a lot.
Yeah, buffed Whitley a lot.
All the damage ranges got increased. Well, not all the damage ranges, but damage ranges for 2 barrels and for the 303 45 round mag. More damage range with those now. Probably still not worth using. And then, oh, fuck, baby. God damn it. The one gun I was having a lot of fun using, the VLK Rogue shotgun, was nerfed. Max pellet, 38, down from 60. So that gun is completely unusable now. It's done. Minimum pellet damage doesn't matter. So the VLK Rogue went from being like a 2-shot to being unusable.
I think from what I saw, it's still a 2-shot, but the range to 2-shot is like 2.3 or 2.8 meters.
Oh,
so it's like the barrel has to be like touching their head, basically.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah. And even then, it's like you have to like hit every pellet or something. So it's So, a gun that's really good within 3 meters gets nerfed immediately, but every gun that's entirely too easy to use at range is the meta for months. Got it. Cool, man. Sick game.
Sick game. Yeah, I know. So
Buff
true.
the shotguns.
Yeah. So true. Buff shotguns.
Just saying, hey.
Everything I said.
Look what they got.
Shotguns out of multiplayer. Don't take them out of FPS games. I've amended my statement. I've amended my position.
Look what they got, man. The snipers and the shotguns. What do they have in common? They're better for K-Man players.
True.
Just saying. They gut both of them constantly. Gutted.
Black helicopters.
Very true. Yeah. Ted Timmy Timmons input check?
Don't ask that question. He plays on a console.
Duh. All right. So that's it. So those were fine changes, I guess. They don't really matter. The only thing that actually matters there is the bug fixes, which are good, and the nerf to the VLK Rogue, which makes me incredibly sad. And then they also changed the brace, the Vanguard weapon perk. Recoil control decreased to 3% instead of 4%. So it helps your recoil 1% less than it used to. So, okay, there you go. Now on to the much more fun and exciting segment of this podcast. Yeah. Where we have a lot to talk about. News and also upcoming changes. Tanner, take it away.
We have a transmission incoming.
Oh, fuck.
From Call of Duty. Tune into Championship Sunday. Tune into Champion. Are you done?
It's a transmission.
Tune into Championship Sunday of CDL Champs. I won't be doing that. Where members of Infinity War will share new information on Modern Warfare 2. So this Sunday, August 7th, it says 12 p.m. PT. I think they're baiting you into watching CDL. I won't be doing that.
That's
so
correct,
don't be there at noon unless you want to watch the CDL.
Don't be there at all. Just follow Charlie Intel on Twitter.
That's what I'll be doing. I won't be watching it live at all. Charlie Intel will have the video ready to be... Charlie Intel's already seen the video, so they'll have it ready to tweet out the minute it gets posted. It's absolutely scheduled. Yeah. And I'll be looking at it on Twitter because I don't hate the CDL that much. I just don't care about it. Anyway, so that's going to be shown. They're sharing information. I think the last time they did this, they gave us like a roadmap or something, didn't they? Where they like share dates, like multiplayer reveal this day. Maybe they've done little kind of like Q&A type videos where they talk about things. I don't know if they're gonna show anything or if it's just them talking, because they've done like little developer interviews, which I actually like. I would rather have a 10-minute developer interview than any like gameplay or any quote gameplay trailer. That's not actually gameplay. I'd actually rather have that so I can hear them talk about it, because they'll word things a certain way that'll make you realize, oh, yeah, this game is designed for casuals. They're gonna do this, or maybe they'll say things like, we know you guys dislike the map design of Modern Warfare 2019. Things have changed in this game, blah blah. So we're gonna get some nice little info out of this. I am excited to hear this. If you do want to watch it live, go to the CDL. COD League is the YouTube channel where CDL will be live streamed, and it'll show it at some point. I think usually when they've shown stuff, it's like either right before, during, or after, like when the championship is just about over, like the grand finals. I think it's either in the middle of it or after the grand finals usually. And we'll probably get some sort of info there.
Yeah. Like Tanner said, I think it will be the thing, because like last time they were all like in a fucking war room or whatever, and they showed a couple videos and then talked about it or whatever, and it was kind of cool. We learned like a fair amount from that, if I can remember, but not really much on like specifically. No, we learned stuff.
You're thinking the one when they were announcing Caldera. You're thinking of the one when they announced Caldera, and they did like a whole video where they announced Ricochet, they announced Caldera, they're like Warzone's going to the Pacific. You're thinking of that. This won't, I don't think, be that much info at all. It'll probably be Joe C. caught up there telling everyone how good his game is and how excited he is for you guys to get your hands on it.
And once again, I want to reiterate Tanner's point. Yeah, I think you're right. I think I'm mistaken that. Whatever they say or whatever we learn, it's probably not going to be that much. Hopefully, the best thing I think we could get out of this is a multiplayer reveal trailer release date announcement.
I'm expecting no video. I'm expecting an announcement of an announcement.
Yes, which I would take. And then they might talk about the game a little bit and their philosophy behind certain things. And as Tanner said, we are fluent in dev speak now. So if a dev is to say something, for example, like, oh, we wanted to make the maps more porous so they're easier to navigate, for example, we could translate that for you and say, oh, these are not going to be 3-lane maps. They're going to be terrible maps. We'll be able to translate those utterances for you. So that will be helpful as well. Not because of what they say, but because of what they mean.
I think if anything, we are going to get a multiplayer reveal date, I bet. That's what I'm hoping for.
In addition to some
like
other
a trailer
shit,
or
yeah.
Or
Yeah, for sure.
like I was saying, maybe just some sort of roadmap. Maybe they'll even announce the actual beta dates. Maybe they'll announce the beta dates officially. They've kind of already been leaked through Amazon. I don't even remember what they were anymore. It was like September 16th and 17th, I think, was one weekend. But we'll see. Maybe they'll officially announce those and, you know, give us a multiplayer reveal date and everything. Maybe they'll confirm DMZ now that it's been confirmed, which we're going to get into right now.
Yes, maybe they will.
Yeah,
But
so
yeah, I would say don't watch CDL for the info. Charlie Intel's literally going to tweet it within 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Of the whatever info being shared. Just turn on notifications for that.
Yep.
Unless you want to watch CDL, but there's no reason
you don't
to
know
like,
when it's going to happen. Yeah,
Exactly.
you'll be watching
It's not
CDL
worth
for
it.
4 hours just waiting for it.
It's absolutely not worth it. Although if you want to hope that same bug rears its head again, then maybe you should watch live, because it would be delicious to watch that moment live and watch the chat go insane.
Ooh, grand
That would
finals.
be very fun and exciting. So maybe watch CDL for that reason, but not for this reason.
Yes, true. So next up here, this was breaking news a couple days ago from Charlie Intel.
Breaking news.
The Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer lobby screen image was leaked on accident by an NFL player. So I don't know why Call of Duty partners with NFL players. I mean, of course so many of these guys accidentally post images and then they're like, oh shit, and then they get yelled at and then they delete it 2 minutes later because they did something
It happens
wrong.
every year, I feel like, actually.
People think this is like Activision like purposely trying to leak stuff. It's not. It's just dumb football players. Their job is to get hit nonstop during the day. They don't know what they're doing. They're not thinking about these things.
That is, of
they
course,
don't
true.
actually play Call of Duty with their COD partners. They're literally hundreds of people more deserving to be COD partners than them, but they're in the NFL, so they are COD partners. They don't play Call of Duty, so they don't realize what just taking a picture on their phone of a lobby image, what people can learn from that, and why they're not supposed to do that, because they're dumb football players.
Correct.
So this first one here, let's see if this works. It does work. This guy posted, having fun on the new Call of Duty, and this is an image of the menu. So,
we got some things here.
there are a couple things here. So to start with, remember when we did that Patreon Leaks episode and I said, oh, this background looks like it's in a hangar, is like the lobby menu. Boom, here it is. This is that.
Exactly
There's that
that.
same plane. There are those boxes we had talked about. Like I said, this looks like a lobby menu. There's the truck in the background. So that is the background menu. You're in like a hangar. We have it pulled up on the screen if you want to come to YouTube and look at what we're seeing here, or what we're showing. And there's a private match that they've set up. Pretty much everything looks like MW 2019 in terms of the layout. But there's one little thing that I do want to point out. I don't know what this means. So this is a custom lobby. It says lobby expires in 10 minutes. That's good. It tells us when the lobby's in a disband now.
Which is nice.
Okay.
Yes.
And right below that, it says the game mode, and it says start match, and it says game code. And XXXXX. So maybe, we had talked about this, Rocket League and Fall Guys both, and probably a lot of other games now, when you want to make a custom lobby, you give someone the code, you go to join custom game, you type in the code, boom, you're in the lobby. You don't have to add everyone as friends. It's really easy to do. You type in a little code. So maybe, hopefully, this is how the custom lobbies will work in Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2, which will be insanely easier to have people join. It would make customs a breeze to do. Give everyone the code. It works excellent in Rocket League. Everyone's in the lobby in under 60 seconds because they all type in the code. So I'm hoping that's what that means. That's one thing we've learned. And then the other thing is that bottom right image of a map is the image that was already leaked, which was said to be based on a museum, and boom, there we go. Location, it says Valderas,
like
Valdemas.
Valderas
Okay,
Museum.
Valderas Museum. So that is confirmed.
Yeah.
Nothing too
couple
crazy. It's just a menu screen. What do you think? What are you seeing here that I may be missing though?
So there are a couple other things. Yeah. So number one is Codcaster. That has not been in every. I don't know if that's been in every COD recently.
That was an
But-
MW 2019 in privates.
Okay. But it is here, so that's good. One of the factions is called Coalition, by the way. We don't see what the other faction could be. But for some of you, that might mean something.
That's the same as MW as well.
In the lobby at the top, we have the play submenu, weapons, operators, and barracks. This is all standard. To the right of that, those look like dollar signs to me. I can't really make out what that
to the right of what?
is. To the right of barracks, there's a symbol, and then it looks like $3 signs next to it. Is that what it looks like to you?
I don't know what that is. I assumed that was something like the COD, like COD points or something, honestly.
Yes. That's my guess. But then, what's on the farthest right?
That I thought was something to do with input method. Maybe it's not. And then the things in between that looks like your rank.
It says something EXP. I don't know what that is. To the left of that is like your rank and your emblem. And then to the left of that is like a notification bell.
I think Nicole's right. It looks like 6 dots, 3 on top of each other. I don't know what that would mean. It does kind of look like dots, though. The thing that you're thinking of, dollar signs, I don't know what that would be either, though.
Maybe it could be that. Yeah. So who knows? Maybe we're looking too much into it. But yeah, the lobby code thing, very, very cool. Very extremely glad that we're getting that, and we're definitely getting that.
And lobby expires. That's the other new thing.
Yeah. So now if you want to do custom games, you could just privately share the game code. People aren't going to have to constantly be kicking other people for like private tournaments that like are big or whatever. And then for us, it'll be super easy too. I'll be like, here's the game code. You don't have to all fucking add me or whatever.
Exactly.
So much easier. So I'm very, very glad that's coming. There's also one other thing. At the bottom, you have start match, you have game setup, and you have lobby members. I wonder what pressing that button does.
Yeah, I was wondering that too. I'm like, does this show? Because maybe you can't actually click on their names on the right side here where it shows it. Maybe you have to click lobby members. I'm hoping and praying it's something like it shows showcase. Like you can set up a little calling card, like something to show. Maybe shows the person's overall KD. I don't think it will though, because I don't think it will do. They'll do that because it's too ableist. If someone's dog shit, then their KD's out in the open like that, so they won't do that anymore. I don't know though. But
it would not show KD, but yeah, maybe it could be like a BO4 showcase where you have it'll show your operator holding his favorite gun or whatever. It'll show your calling card and then 3 other calling cards you want to showcase. Yeah. I would really like that. And maybe that is what that means. Because in MW 2019, you don't have to click a different button to look at people. You just press right on the D-pad and then you're mousing over or hovering over each member. I'm almost certain that's going to be the case here. So the lobby members button is going to do something different. I'm almost positive.
Yeah.
And then the question is what?
Yeah.
So.
And then, yeah, I don't think there's really... this is the same operator. I forget his name. He's in MW 2019, though, as well. So he'll be in the game. What was this guy's name?
I don't know. I don't even recognize him.
You don't recognize him? Is that the guy?
No.
Maybe I'm...
Tanner.
Yeah, this guy's an MW 2019 operator.
Okay.
I don't know his name, though. But anyways.
So yeah, that's all for that image. But yeah, this was not supposed to come out. But it did, because these NFL guys, they just don't care. Very glad to see game code. The lobby code's like by far the thing I like the most about this image. Everything else is fairly standard looking. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's good.
And the next one here. This is an exciting one.
Is this the same guy?
No. 2 different dumb shits.
Some other dumb fuck.
Dumb fuck. I can't believe how dumb they are. I can. Holy shit. It's insane.
I absolutely can, yeah.
Here's the image. DMZ, baby. This has still not been confirmed by Infinity Ward, by Activision, no one. They've mentioned another game mode. They have never specifically said DMZ. This is it. So someone again took a picture from their phone of their monitor. Top right corner says DMZ. DMZ obviously then is launching through MW2. It is a mode within Modern Warfare 2, it seems.
Yes.
I don't know which player this was. But yeah. So
it doesn't matter.
This one is super blurry. And I've been trying to figure out, So this left little mode down here, it shows different modes within DMZ. So that's interesting, or different queue types. Maybe, again, as we had talked about on the Patreon episode, maybe you can queue with, like, there's just a solo lobby, there's a duos lobby, there's a quads lobby. Maybe something like that is coming. So here, this one definitely says DMZ, that bottom left one that's he's hovering over. That you can tell says DMZ. These other ones say mode types, and they have the same image for the mode types, but you can't make out what it says. I literally took the screenshot in my phone, was messing with a bunch of things like changing like the clarity, and I did make it more clear, but you still cannot make out what this says. And I haven't seen anyone tweet about this, so no one else can figure out what it says. But yeah, these are other different game modes here next to DMZ. So, but
below it there are
I know.
There are some games, so like DMZ has so there's like text of the button and it says DMZ, and then there's a background image for that playlist within DMZ.
Mm-hmm.
That's image A. To the right of that, it's two different other modes with a different image, but they're both the same image. So image B is to the right, and then image B is also to the right of that. However, if you go down, we're seeing image C and D in there. So this is like 3 different types of games.
Yeah. Maybe it's different lobby sizes. Interesting.
Within DMZ. So that is fairly surprising to me, because I was under the assumption DMZ was going to be the mode. But it's looking like within DMZ there are things you can do that are more specific than that.
Yeah, see, I don't know, because
those things are going to be.
Because the first image definitely just says DMZ, and then something 100%. Under that we can't read what it says. But the other ones don't say DMZ anywhere. It almost makes me think DMZ is just thrown in as a game mode, like Domination or something. It's very odd how it's laid out. That's what I'm not understanding here. Is none of the other ones say DMZ.
I don't think it's that though, because the background for the entire menu has DMZ.
You're right. That's true.
So I think these are all like subcategories of DMZ. Yeah.
Yeah. Man.
But I don't know what, man. This is super interesting though.
Yep.
Super interesting.
Again, you see another.
I wish the guy had taken a longer fucking.
Oh, yeah. Take a better picture, man.
Yeah, if you're gonna leak it, you might as well do it right. So.
Yeah.
But that's very interesting. Yeah. Very glad they did that. But yeah, this is the first official confirmation, I think, of DMZ.
It absolutely is, yeah. So
and this is confirmation of what Tom. I don't know if Tom explicitly said this, but we certainly did. Maybe he did as well. DMZ is a mode within MW2.
Yeah.
And that's how it's coming out this year. So by the way, Tom was the only leaker saying DMZ was coming out this year. Everyone else said it's not coming till next year.
You're right, huh?
Hey, guess why? How long have we been telling you guys? Only trust Tom. We are vindicated once again. Tom was right. Everyone else was wrong. So shout out to Tom Henderson, friend of the pod. Follow him on Twitter. Go donate money to him or something. Support the man. He was correct once again. He's the only leaker you should trust. And yeah, here's exhibit F through Z or whatever. So many exhibits of him showing why he's the only reputable leaker. Everyone else says DMZ's not coming till next year. Wrong. Tom standing alone, the only correct one.
Yeah, and I remember when like Tom said that, some of the other guys were literally like, "LOL, it's not coming out this year. DMZ's not coming out in 2022." Blah blah. But if it's in the game and already a menu option at this point, it's coming this year, of course.
Absolutely.
That makes me actually think. I don't think Tom thought it was coming on launch. Didn't he think it was coming between launch and the release of Warzone 2 or something, or like maybe when Season 1 started? I think
we speculated that.
Maybe that's what. Yeah, maybe he didn't give specifics,
which could still be true.
If it's in the lobby at this point, on the lobby menu or in the game, I would think it's just going to be there on launch. But we'll find out. We'll see. So that is exciting.
See.
The first official, not confirmation by them though, but the first confirmation that DMZ exists, and it's called DMZ.
Correct.
So there we go.
Very exciting. Very exciting. Really want to get my hands on that.
Yeah. That's what I'm hoping they kind of talk about on Sunday. Maybe just at least
That would be very
admit that it
exciting.
exists now since this has come out. You know, just say, yeah, DMZ is coming. We'll talk more about it. It's extraction-based mode or something. So yeah, cool.
Yeah, we'll see for sure.
Hey, if you're listening to this podcast, you probably enjoy Warzone, and many of you play fantasy sports. Well, now you can combine those two, courtesy of our friends at Kolosseum. Kolosseum is a Warzone fantasy league that takes popular Warzone streamers and lets you form a team every week of up to 6 streamers while having to remain under a set salary cap. The prices of streamers change weekly, so it's up to you to decide how to build the best possible team. You can all enter the Friday freebie contest every week for free. Yes, free. Win up to $150 weekly just by making an account and picking your ultimate Warzone team. It's that easy. The price pool starts at $75 and increases by $5 up to a max of $150 every single week. You earn fantasy points based on your team's kills and wins. The stats of all streamers are updated automatically during the Friday freebie, which runs from Friday to Sunday. Wins and kills during that time span will grant you points as you face off against others in the fantasy league. You can track it all live on your Kolosseum account. Here's how to play. Go to kolosseum.co, that's KOLOSSEUM.co, use code DROPSHOT during signup, and start winning cash in their Friday freebie league. Signups close at 7 p.m. Pacific Friday night. I just set my team up for this weekend. Why don't you sign up and we'll see how we stack up? Having trouble picking your squad? Don't worry. Each player's total wins, finishes, score per minute, and more are listed on the Kolosseum website during team selection. It's time to get more from Warzone streaming. Enter Kolosseum's free Fantasy Warzone contest and win when your favorite streamers win. Build your dream squad now at kolosseum.co. Moving on here, we got a couple little MW2 leaks. So Zuma, he is a ex-CDL player, I believe. He has a very popular CDL competitive COD podcast. Can't think of the name right now.
We'll edit this out because this is the only podcast you need. Smile.
Yeah, he doesn't have a popular podcast. Don't look it up. Just kidding. So he talked about, he's of course seen gameplay. I don't think he's played the game, but he's seen gameplay of it. So he was talking about slide canceling, how that's going to work.
Is he a COD partner?
I don't know. I mean, he was in the CDL for years. He's very well known.
I would assume so.
I don't know. I don't think he's an actual COD partner himself, but so they were talking about sliding. So Ghost of Hope basically tweeted out what Zuma had said, and I went and watched the video of Zuma talking about it. So slide canceling in MW2 is not at all how it is now. So they keep using the word slide canceling. I don't know what they mean. Basically, the way sliding is working, this is what Zuma said. When you slide, your gun lowers to the ground, meaning you can't be in a mid-slide shooting like you can now. Like now you can slide towards someone, start shooting, hip firing or something in that slide. But now, I guess when you're in that animation, they just said slide canceling, you cannot aim your gun. And then Zuma said something about if you do a long slide, then yeah, probably when you come out of it, you can aim your gun, but you can't like slide cancel and shoot and get your gun up right away. There's some sort of like delay.
Let's be clear too, because you correctly pointed out, he almost certainly just means sliding, not slide canceling.
Yeah.
It doesn't even make sense to say you can't shoot while slide canceling. I don't know what that even would mean.
That's what I thought when I was
It would have to be just sliding, but people are so fucking used to saying slide canceling. So like while sliding, you're not going to be able to shoot your gun because it'll be lowered.
Yes.
Is the supposed leak here.
Yeah, because the whole thing they were talking about was, Zuma, since it's a CDL pod, they were talking about how fucked up the CDL players' hands are from having tac sprint in these games, and like CDL I think bans or they GA auto tac sprint for some reason, but then all complain about it. I don't know why. Yeah, can someone who follows CDL explain why they would GA that and then all complain how their hands hurt when they're 17 years old? I don't get it.
Yeah,
it doesn't make much sense to me. But anyways, so he was talking about that. He's like, I think Activision knows that honestly, and that's part of why they're making this change, is because they know like these kids' hands are getting fucked up. I hope, by the way, in 10 years, there's a massive lawsuit, a bunch of kids suing Activision because they can't move their hands anymore. Their little hands are crippled like that at the age of 30.
I would love that. Yeah.
Play on a keyboard and mouse like an adult. But anyways, so that's interesting. I don't exactly like the thought of that mechanic. But also, just remember, someone always figures out a way around it. There will be some little broken mechanic where you either can shoot or it won't matter because there's another better option. And don't forget, we also have dolphin diving coming to MW2, so sliding may just be not the thing to do anyways. But so Zuma explained it a little poorly. He referred to it as slide canceling, but I'm assuming, like what you said, what he's saying is you can't slide and ADS or shoot at the same time. Your gun just goes to the ground.
Yeah.
So that's a big change.
The case, that is a big change, but all that's really going to translate to is number one, if slide can't, well, I'll leave that out. All that's going to mean really is like, if you want to push someone in a room, instead of sliding into the room, you're just going to like B-hop into the room now.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, that's been in Call of Duty since like COD 4. So it's not going to be that different than what we have now. Although B-hopping is way less effective than sliding. That's why people slide currently, usually, over B-hopping. So we're just going to go back to B-hopping. As someone who is on keyboard and mouse, hey, I kind of like this, honestly, because it's a lot harder to track someone who's like stim sliding into you than B-hopping you.
Oh, yeah.
That's very easy to track. Now, to be fair, it's also going to be easier on a controller to track someone who's B-hopping you instead of sliding into you. But it'll at least level the playing field, I think, a lot. With regard to the cross input competition. But I don't know how I feel about not being able to shoot while sliding. I think it's probably fine. I ultimately don't think it's going to be that big of a deal because I don't think slide canceling is going to be the fastest way to move around the map anyway. So you're not going to be in a position where you're trying to get from A to B quickly and then mid slide someone pops out that you didn't expect to be there and you get punished for having been sliding since you can't like shoot yet or ADS yet. I don't think that's going to happen because I don't think slide canceling is going to be the optimal way to move your character quickly anymore.
Yeah.
So I don't think this is going to be that big of a deal. And if sliding can only be used as a defensive mechanic or to like shrink your hitbox or get into a door, get behind cover more quickly, so be it. I think players are going to adapt to this remarkably quickly and a lot sooner than they think they will, to be honest.
Yeah, again,
I don't think it's pretty big. It actually is pretty big because slide shooting into people is a huge core part of like a good player's toolkit. So it is a big deal, but this isn't going to ruin like COD. That's just not the case. It's just you're going to have to use different tools now.
It just kind of seems clunky. It seems like it'd be clunky feeling. That's what I don't like about the thought. Is it just like, you know, they try to make
perks that let you like shoot while sliding or some shit.
They like try to make a realistic game because they're like, you know, LARPers, and that's what they try to do with MW 2019 was make it more realistic in a sense. And then they do something like that where you can't slide and shoot a gun. It's just like, it would feel wrong. So I kind of feel like you'll be able to shoot, but maybe it'll be like very inaccurate. Or you can try to ADS while sliding, but maybe it's like very slow. I don't believe your gun will just be at the ground and you can't shoot when you're sliding. That seems entirely clunky and just ridiculous and not a good feature or mechanic to have in the game at all. I don't know.
I think Apex currently does this.
Really?
No. I don't think so, actually. Never mind. I don't think that's true. I don't know. It's hard. I don't know. I can't think of how that would feel. If he's right about this leak, that is what he means when he's saying this. He's saying you can't shoot while you're sliding. So whether or not that's true is a separate question, but that's definitely what he means. I don't know what else that he could mean by gun staying down while sliding. Like, what else could that mean? You know? Yeah. I don't know. So he could be wrong about the leak, but yeah, I don't know. But then they could also introduce a thing like in BO4, you couldn't drop shot and stay ADS'd unless you had a specific attachment on your gun, stock 2. Yeah. So they could introduce something like that where maybe there's a perk that allows you to shoot while sliding Maybe there is a weapon attachment, a type of stock, a type of grip that allows you to shoot while sliding. Those could be things they could do that could be pretty cool.
Yeah, that's
true. It would introduce some pretty good balance because you could be like, well, sliding while shooting's really good and I want to be able to do that. But if I want to do that, I'm basically going to be down one attachment on my gun.
Yeah.
And then that's a good way to like balance things potentially. Maybe that's what they're doing, maybe not. But something else to consider. But that is surprising. I'm surprised by this. If true, how likely do you think this is to be true? Because this is the Ghost of Hope saying this.
Yeah, that's I
Zuma.
wouldn't believe it if it was just the Ghost of Hope, but because Zuma said it, but also like Zuma didn't play it, neither of them played it. They're just basing off of things they've seen. And yeah, there could be some little thing like you're saying. There could be a weapon perk, or people just figure out ways around these. They realize like, oh, you do this combo of buttons. As you're sliding, you also press jump or something, and you're still in the slide animation, and you can shoot. There will be some ridiculous way to cheese it. There always is. But in terms of like slide canceling to get around to move around the map quicker, you know, Ted Timmons has said on Twitter it's an accessibility issue, and he's been, you know, doing his best to get it out of the game. So I don't expect that in Warzone 2 at all if Raven has anything to do with Warzone 2, and they do. So that would make sense that you also can't do things like that in Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer. Especially since all the dev studios are working together.
Yeah, I think it's a coin flip. It doesn't sound that crazy that they would do this, but I wouldn't be surprised if this wasn't true either, honestly. I don't know. I have no idea. It's a coin flip.
Yeah.
As far as whether or not this
I just
true.
hope you can drop shot still. I'm sure that'll be in the game, but
that would be fantastic, yeah. And I'm sure it would be too. I think every iDev game you could drop shot in.
Yeah.
Like standard, so
I think so. So moving on here, we got another leak from Ghost of Hope and another guy, Alex, he's like a data miner. He does, he's kind of like Reality UK, posts a lot of shit from the files. So Ghost of Hope says, hearing that MW2 will potentially launch with a total of 16 6v6 maps, and Alex replied and said 15. I don't believe either of them. I believed it until I realized it said 6v6 maps. I don't think MW will launch with that many sixes alone. Because if they're also going to have ground war, unless I mean 12 of those maps are just ripped straight from the Warzone DMZ map, which is entirely possible, then they can launch with that many. But 16 6v6 maps at launch, I don't know, man. That's a lot. I can see 16 with like 4 ground war maps thrown in there, something like that. Maybe them counting the DMZ map, but because I think Vanguard dropped with what, 12, 14? It was between 12 and 16 6v6 maps, I believe. And people were excited for that. But I don't know. That's a lot of sixes. It's a lot of sixes to drop right on launch, and I kind of don't think that'll be the case. That's just too many.
Looks like MW 2019 launched with like 9.
Yeah. And then what, 2, 3 ground war maps?
And I think it was just 1 ground war map. Wasn't it just Ori?
No, I thought we had at least 2 on launch, didn't we?
Maybe. I don't know.
Or maybe it was 1 on launch and then like 2 more came with season 1 a few weeks later. I don't remember. But I don't know.
Care.
That's a lot of maps.
That is a lot of maps. If that's true, cool. If it's fewer than that, that's fine. I don't really care. Sixes is dead anyway. Sixes COD is a thing of the past. It's never going to be fun or interesting again, and it's that simple. So whether it's 15 or 8, whatever, so be it. Especially with the current structure in COD. Like MW2 is going to come out. It's going to have a number of sixes maps, ground war maps, maybe DMZ. Warzone 2 will be coming soon after. And then Season 1, they're going to re-release, they're going to remaster an MW2 map and have 2 original maps added like a month after the game comes out. It's going to be fine either way. The variety will be enough either way. So I don't know if I believe it's going to be 15. And I don't really care, honestly. It just doesn't mean that much to me. Because I think I would say pretty much no matter what, there will be enough content to keep everyone satisfied, regardless of how many 6v6 maps they would realistically launch with. Because they're not going to launch with like 4 6s maps, obviously. It's going to be enough at minimum, I would say. So that's that. Next up here, Activision Blizzard generated $1.2 billion in revenue from in-game content microtransactions during Q2 of this year. Vanguard and Warzone engagement and in-game revenue increased in Q2, leading to higher revenue, but it is still lower year over year, which I think means I'm not sure
from 2022 to 20 from Q2 2021 to Q2 2022.
That's what
still
I think
lower.
it means. Yeah. Still, by the way, in 3 months, 1.2 billion in microtransactions. That's a good amount of money, by the way. But yeah. So,
this is also for all of their games. This includes whatever other games they have. Overwatch. This is not just Call of Duty. This is Activision Blizzard generating total income, or revenue from that. Yeah. And then, as it says here, Vanguard and Warzone's in-game revenue between January of 22 to June was 466 million less than the Black Ops, Cold War, and Warzone's in-game revenue from January to June. So they made almost $500 less than during 2021. And that could be a lot of different things, but I mean, so much of that still was COVID. Like early 2021, a lot of that was still COVID. A lot of people not going to work. Those numbers were inflated to start with. Warzone's player numbers in 2020 and 2021 incredibly inflated because of COVID. Like the numbers we're seeing now, even though the game seems so much more dead than it was, these are like the normal numbers that it would have been if 99% of the world wasn't stuck at home, working from home and not going places. So those were just incredibly inflated to start with. We're kind of, I think, just getting back to what the player numbers will be typically going forward on average for Warzone and multiplayer and whatnot. Because those were just insane numbers at the time. So they're making a lot less money now, but it's still, hey, they're doing okay, I think.
Yeah.
Bobby probably just bought his 30th house, 30th mansion. So
yeah. I have nothing to add to this. It's probably like almost all COVID related.
Yeah.
I mean, there was just so much activity because of COVID. It's like impossible to tease those things apart, I think.
Yeah, of course.
So
next up here, Activision Blizzard's Q2 earnings press release. The company seems to imply that there will in fact be a new premium Call of Duty in 2023. They said, quote, development of new premium content planned for 2023 and beyond. Charlie Intel says, this is not more MW2 content, by the way. Activision refers to the yearly COD release as premium, so it's paid. Definitely implying something more than just new content is coming next year. It's not a main multiplayer game, though. We know that. It could be something zombies related. I saw someone say that to Charlie Intel, and they're like, no, where are people hearing this rumor at? No. It could be a single player remaster. That's what a lot of people are thinking now.
No, I don't believe that.
And as Jason Schreier from Bloomberg replied to this, he says, for 2023, I'd expect the new premium content for Modern Warfare 2, not a brand new Call of Duty. That. Treyarch is leading the next mainline game, which is delayed till 2024. So he thinks this premium is like a paid DLC essentially for MW2, which is actually entirely believable, honestly. They haven't done that in years. I mean, maybe a whole nother... Yeah, actually, how could they do that when they do everything now like for free with a season? Because I was going to say they could add like a whole nother DMZ map, a whole nother Warzone map, but it's like... Well, how would that work, actually? Yeah.
Yeah, I think Jason's wildin'. So first of all, we called it. We told you, of course, there's going to be some way they're going to make up the revenue in 2023 that they would have made by releasing just another COD. They're not going to just not release another COD and just chill for a year. They're going to make their money somehow. And now we're learning that, and somehow people are acting surprised. It's not surprising. Use your brains, oracles. What this could be is a more interesting question. I don't think it is going to be more MW2 content. I don't even know what that could be. The only thing maybe that it could be is a bunch of zombies content that launches through the MW2 client. Therefore, it counts as more MW2 content and uses the MW2 engine, but you have to pay to access it. That could make sense, and you could classify that as more MW2 content and be a premium thing. If you're going to add anything, any gameplay that's going to be played through the MW2 client on the MW2 engine and make people pay for it, I think the only thing that would make sense is zombies. Because we're probably not getting zombies on launch. We're almost certainly not.
Well, it's an iDub game. We're probably not getting it at all. It wouldn't make sense to even get it next year in MW2.
Well, this is the only way it would make sense, is what I'm saying. If it's going to be more MW2 content. Another option is it's going to be, as you said, Tanner, by the way, this does not mean there is a COD 2023. There's not going to be a normal, like, COD. Like we all understand COD to be, like with multiplayer and campaign and shit. That's still not coming in 2023. But it could also be like a zombie standalone that is not launched through the MW2 client and is therefore a true standalone. That could be another thing that this means. Remember when we interviewed Thomas Henderson and I said, could the thing that fills the revenue hole for 23 be zombies? Tom laughed and said, quote, no comment. That makes me think it's zombies related. Now, in what capacity, who knows? But I very strongly suspect it is something zombies related that you have to pay for. Maybe it's just a huge zombies project where they release a bunch of maps at once, with maybe even like a zombies campaign, a zombies co-op campaign, similar to one game that came out recently that was very popular. COD could do something like that and make buckets of cash and then tie in traditional zombies to that game. Maybe it's PvPvE, so you can get some multiplayer involved. I don't know, but I think it's something zombies coming in 2023, and you're going to have to pay for it. That's my suspicion. I don't know what else could be a standalone outside of zombies or just another regular COD. And we know it's not going to be just another regular COD.
Well, it could be Warzone Mobile, because we already know they've been working on that. That would be on track to release next year.
But they wouldn't charge you for Warzone Mobile. I don't think.
But they could still, I feel like, consider it and call it premium because it's a whole new game launching. And they'll make more microtransaction revenue from that than Warzone on PC or Warzone on consoles.
Yeah, the only question there is whether or not they would consider that premium content, because that would probably be free to play, but they'll make money on microtransactions. And it would definitely fill the revenue hole for 2023 if they did that. The only question I have is, would they refer to that as a premium title? Maybe they would, and then that would make total sense too, yes. But I don't know if they would call that a premium release. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
What are you thinking?
I don't know. I don't think it's zombies anymore. I don't. It just doesn't seem to line up. Like, Treyarch's game comes out the next year. If we're going to get something zombies related, I feel like it'd almost be with their game, something bigger. Maybe not zombie standalone, but just a way bigger zombies experience in 24 than we've ever had, you know, like...
It would be weird to do that.
Yeah.
Since Treyarch's 24, yeah. That would be weird, true.
Yeah, I don't know. This could be some sort of remastered campaign. What did people all want last year that we never got? Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer remastered, right? Wasn't that what everyone was begging for?
Maybe that would make
definitely
sense
be
too.
Something dumb like that. Which is I would never purchase that. That's an insane thing, but they would make a ton of money from that. People would
they would
play, and it would go along with this game being MW2. So
yeah, that's a good theory too. That's a really good theory, actually. It could be that because people would buy that.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. One of those.
But the thing is, they already remastered the MW2 campaign. So would they re-release
MW3 campaign? Maybe then.
Or yeah, but they wouldn't make that much money off that, I feel like. Or just MW2
well, every
multiplayer
content creator in
only
the world
remastered?
buys it, and it's $20. So yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah. Hard to say. So we'll keep you guys posted on that, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what to think there. Honestly, there's a lot of possibilities, and maybe just something we're not thinking of.
Yeah, true. All right, well, next up here from Charlie Intel, Modern Warfare 2, this is from their earnings meeting again. Quote, Modern Warfare 2 will lead the most ambitious rollout yet across the franchise. All new Call of Duty Warzone 2 experience, tightly integrated with the premium game, will launch as an extension of the Modern Warfare universe later this year. They've already confirmed that. They're reiterating that Warzone 2 will come out this year. And next up here, we have a little monthly active users. So there's a little chart here. It shows active users for Activision, Blizzard, and King.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is either. So basically, Activision's monthly users in June of 2021, 127 million. In June of this year, this 2 months ago, it's gone down to 94 million. So 33? Yeah, like 30-something million less active users. To be honest, that's not nearly the drop I thought it would be. That's still a shit ton of active users.
Yeah.
No, it's not 23 because it goes from 27 to 94. That's already 27 right there.
Yeah,
33.
33. That's what I said.
Yeah, that's what you said. Yeah. So they dropped 33 million active monthly users from June of last year to June of this year. 33 million is a lot, but still having 94 million active users in 1 month is a shit ton. And that's been going down, in December, it was 107. In March of this year, it was 100 million. And then June, it's 94 million. That by the time we're in like October and MW's about to come out, early October, we'll be down another 5, 7, 8 million monthly active. But the game feels a lot more dead than it is, obviously.
Yeah, 26% fewer players now than June of last year.
As we're talking about, a lot of that was inflated due to COVID. By the way,
here's another thing to keep in mind, too. A lot of that is probably cheaters that gave up making new accounts.
That's actually true, yeah.
Not a ton, but I would say like 1 or 2 million. Is probably cheaters that are just like, I'm done. Ricochet is too annoying to play around.
Yeah, because they're counting individual accounts that even log. I don't know how they do this. Individual accounts that even log on or something.
Yeah, I would assume accounts.
So, yeah, that's still a lot of monthly active users, though. I honestly expected a decrease a lot greater than that. So,
yeah. I don't know.
And then, so coming out here from Tom Henderson, I already talked about that Charlie Intel thing. This one is big. So we had talked about Modern Warfare 2 campaign early access. Charlie Intel was like, no, this is fake news. This is cap. There's been more things coming out about it. The guy, Alex, that we talked about earlier, he had posted a screenshot on Twitter that has now been taken down due to a copyright strike. And it said, early access acquired, and it was an image of the in-game menu of Modern Warfare 2. I don't have the image anymore because it's taken down, and it said early access acquired, and it like let him start the campaign or something like that. So now Tom has broken his silence on this issue. Tom Henderson has said, I've heard from a few people now that Modern Warfare 2 campaign early access is indeed a thing. We'll report more details once I hear more. So the man has spoken. There's been some rumors that maybe it's even like just like a demo, like maybe it's early access and you only get access to like a few missions to start. So you get early access, who knows, maybe a week or some shit. And it is, you get to play like the first 3 missions and that's it. That'd be kind of dumb and underwhelming. If they're going to give you early access, just let me play the entire campaign. That's the way I would think it would be. But again, usually what we think it's going to be is the opposite of what Activision does. So it could just be early access a week early. You get to play a few missions early, get your hands on it, get hyped for the game. But Tom will let us know. Tom will absolutely let us know.
Tom has spoken. It is coming. There will be campaign early access, probably part of a pre-order bonus. So if you've pre-ordered, I would assume almost any version of the game, they'll also let you access the campaign early. I don't give a shit if it's the whole campaign or not. I do actually. I would prefer it be the whole campaign and it save your progress for when the game comes out. Who knows if that'll be the case? But even if it is only like 3 missions or whatever, or even 1 mission, at least we'll get to feel what the game feels like.
True.
That would be
Yeah.
that would be the most important thing ultimately. And how early is going to be another question as well. But the fact of it coming in any way is really good and exciting, and I'm very glad that that will be the case. Again, I think almost certainly is going to be a pre-order bonus.
What I just thought of
kind.
too is if we already play the multiplayer beta and then the campaign early access comes out later, who gives a
that's gonna be
shit?
dumb.
And that's how it's going to
true.
be, because they're not going
You're
to drop the campaign like early next month. So
You're
this is
right.
going to be dumb. Yeah, I don't care anymore.
right.
Because I was thinking like, oh, it could let you play
Good
the
point.
game, but we'll have already played the multiplayer beta, so this is just a wash, and I don't care
Yep.
anymore.
Great. I forgot about that too. Excellent point. The only way this matters at all is if you get early access before the beta for multiplayer,
Yeah.
which I find exceedingly unlikely. So yeah, it doesn't matter. I don't care anymore. Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Get
One
Josie
thing we
caught in,
forgot.
man.
So yeah, I don't care about this. One thing I forgot to mention, by the way, when we were talking about the NFL players that leaked the lobby or whatever the fuck of MW2, the lobby screens. Those are from like Instagram stories, and I saw one of the videos, and in the video, he looks at his friend's like TV, who's also playing MW2, and there's like a second or two of gameplay footage. And I watched it and I was like, whoa. And it's a guy with a gun running. So duh. But what was interesting about it is there was no HUD.
I think
So
it was that
if-
same campaign mission we saw already. Because there was
Oh,
no
that's probably
HUD,
why.
there was a bunch
Yeah.
of containers, it was on the
Yeah.
ship, so I think they
It
were
looked
playing
like
that
the same-
campaign mission.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
but
there was no HUD.
but it made it seem
unfortunately.
like that guy running by was another player, but it was probably just an AI doing the campaign. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
think that too.
unfortunately, yeah. We should have mentioned this, but I'm just bringing it up just to say we did see that there was also video on there, and we learned nothing from it. 'Cause there was no HUD.
I watched the
I was
video
very much hoping there was going to
10
be a
or
HUD,
15 times trying to see if I can figure anything out. I'm like, there's literally nothing here. It's just a guy running
Yeah.
with a shotgun out and no HUD. And it looks like it's on
Exactly.
a ship with containers, maybe.
Exactly. Yeah. So just to add that.
So, yeah, and then the last little point here, I just thought this was kind of funny. Verdansk has been the talk in the Twitterverse the last few days. The word Verdansk was trending. People are trying to get hashtag BringBackVerdansk to trend. Boys, it ain't... I don't think it's coming back. Not in this iteration.
Let it go.
If it ever comes back, we would see it far after the Warzone 2 launch. We're going to see it in Warzone Mobile, so if you want it that badly, go play Warzone Mobile. If anything, they'll remake it later down the line, add it back to Warzone 2 with some changes, late next year, something like that. I can absolutely see Verdansk coming back in the future, and then everyone also hating it at that point, realizing, oh shit, this wasn't a good map. Yeah, damn. But, I mean, dude, they're working on Modern Warfare 2. They're working on DMZ. Treyarch's working on their next main title. Raven's trying to finish out this game and still patch it and still do weapon mounting. They're not thinking about Verdansk. And they're not just going to put it back in the game. They'd have to redo it, add all the things like balloons, change a bunch of features. It's not coming back.
It's so
And why do
insane.
you want that at this point? Don't you want them just working on the next game? This is dead. Warzone's dead until Warzone 2. Nothing else matters. Don't want it back, because that's going to mean these last few months are just going to be a buggy fucking disaster. The maps will be buggy.
Can you imagine
If they
the
do
bugs?
introduce that, it would
Oh
be
my
an
God.
utter game-breaking disaster.
Yeah.
Stop asking for it back. We're going to get a worse Warzone 2 launch if they start dedicating people to this. And Charlie Intel has also spoken out about this. Fine. They're like, guys, they plan things out 3 to 4 months in advance. If Verdansk was coming back, we'd already know. Or like it's not coming back. It's just
Of
too late at
course
this
it's
point.
not.
It's insane that you guys actually just stop. Shut the fuck up. Get over it.
Every single streamer, content creator, whatever the fuck, tweeting this that actually believes they could persuade Raven to bring back Verdansk is fucking brain dead. There's no shot. Even if they wanted to, they wouldn't be able to do it until a week before Warzone 2 comes out. Like, this is so catastrophically fucking stupid. They would add the balloons back in. All the, like, buy state, all the changes to the game they've made since then changing the loot table, adding portable redeploy balloons. Like, dude, there is so much
all of
high
it.
value loot zones. There's so much shit.
It's not just putting the map back in the game. I mean, you're talking fucking months of time spent trying to fix. They're not just going to put the map back in. I don't know what you guys don't understand about this. It's insane that
Berthas, the new contracts we've gotten. Yeah, there's so much. The new helicopters. Hey, helicopters with guns never worked on Verdansk.
Yeah, they tried it 5 times.
This time, I actually they tried it like 4 fucking times. So shame on you if you think this could possibly work, because it couldn't, and also shame on you for wanting it. Yeah,
it's actually embarrassing when I see people tweet
years
about
old.
this.
Just chill out for a couple months, dude. Hey, oh, you're bored of Warzone? Hey, man, be bored for a while. It's fine. You'll live, and then and make a couple $1 million being slightly bored on Caldera until Warzone 2 comes out. Stop tweeting dumb shit on Twitter. It's outrageous. Yeah. Verdansk is absolutely never coming back. Hey, I'll get Verdansk tattooed on my ass if it does come back in Warzone 1. How about that?
Swag already said that. Swag already said on stream,
that's what I'm referencing.
that he'll put Verdansk right under Raven if they bring it back in Warzone 1.
Yeah, me too.
It's insane.
Me too, because I know it won't happen. Yeah.
Like, even the content creators with a brain are even saying this. Like Iceman Isaac, who's, like a 30-year-old adult. Stop, Isaac. You know it's not coming back. Just stop, man. He's like saying, bring back Verdansk for Season 5. Hey, you realize Season 5 comes out in like 20 days, right? Oh, let's get right on that. Let's start remastering it, guys. Let's get on that. Oh, you guys are so dumb, and fuck you. It actually genuinely pisses me off that anyone thinks this is possible. Fuck you.
Yeah.
You're so stupid.
So, I mean, use your brains. Now, I think it's also possible the vast majority of the streamers just want to be trending on Twitter and get a couple followers, so they tweet the popular thing.
Oh,
and
Isaac's most liked tweet ever was
that.
BringBackVerdansk, I think. Yeah, like 6,000 likes on it. Yeah, of course.
So if you're doing it knowing that you're just farming impressions and more Twitter followers,
should we do it? Should we tweet about it right now?
Yeah.
Should I tweet it out live?
Up a live tweet.
What should I say? Tell me what to say exactly.
You're just going to say hashtag BringBackVerdansk. Wait, actually, hold on. No. I'm gonna craft the tweet for you right now.
Okay, let's craft the tweet.
I have an excellent idea, and I'm very excited for it.
What are we thinking?
So hold on.
Are you typing it? Okay.
I need to go get inspiration. 1 moment, please.
Okay. Give you a moment.
1 moment, please.
Just need a little moment here. Our first live tweet, I think. Maybe our live tweet. Anyone in the chat have any recommendations for a live tweet?
Okay.
Or a bait tweet?
So here, first I'm going to give you an image to attach.
Okay, you're going to post it
internal?
internal?
I'm going to put this in internal, absolutely.
Okay.
And then I'm going to need you to copy exactly what I say, okay?
Okay.
So attach that image to a tweet.
Okay. Got the image.
All right, you ready? Let me dictate this for you.
Okay, the image is in.
Okay. Might as well bring Verdansk back. For Season 5. So M, Might, Verdansk, and Season are capitalized so far.
M, Might, Verdansk, and Season, yep.
Okay. And then the number 5.
Yep.
Okay. Of capital W Warzone.
Okay.
And then the shrugging emoji with a space before the shrugging emoji.
Okay, so space, shrug.
Now it's going to be the color, the guy that's yellow.
Man shrugging.
You don't apply a skin color, correct? Yes.
There's only one. It just says man shrugging.
Okay, good. Do that. And then space at Raven Software.
Space at Raven Software.
Okay.
And then a period or nothing else?
No period, no.
So might as well bring Verdansk back for Season 5 of Warzone. Shrug at Raven Software, image of Verdansk. Actually, underneath, I'm going to add bring back Verdansk hashtag.
Okay, that's fine.
We're doing that.
I like it.
It's been tweeted, boys.
It's been tweeted. It's been tweeted.
And fuck you if you like that tweet.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. And if any of you unironically enjoy the tweet, shame on you. If you like it with the feature, though, do that for sure and retweet it. Yeah, so we're Twitter god demons now. Smile. And I know how to do Twitter. I learned from the best. So that's where that tweet came from. So, all right. Other than that, Verdansk isn't coming back, and also that is it. We had a lot of exciting stuff to talk about today. DMZ is shaping up. We're getting it sooner than most people thought, which is very exciting. And as always, we will keep you guys posted on any more news, leaks, info, patches, etc. Go to thedropshot.com. You can find links to all of our shit there. Follow us on Twitter at thedropshotpod. You can join the fucking Discord. All of our links are in the show notes or video description. Or you can find them again at thedropshot.com, which should be your homepage. We stream live at thedropshot.com/live. Typically Thursdays and Saturdays at 12 p.m. Pacific time. And if you want more of the broadcast, patreon.com/thedropshot. We do 7 bonus episodes a month. We have more things coming for all patrons soon. So now's a great time to join the Patreon if you want more of the show, or if you just want to support the program. Patreon is the best way to do it. Once again, patreon.com/thedropshot. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it. Thank you all for watching and listening. Have an excellent evening, of course. And as always, remember, stay humble.
Stay humble and remember, bring back Verdansk.